Welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz of Chicago Loud Luxury Makeup. Today we are talking about Dolce Gabbana makeup. I recently placed my very first order at Harrods and I purchased all Dolce Gabbana. So we are going to talk about everything I got. We're going to apply some of it on the face and kind of see what I got. I will also be showing you guys the free gift that came with it. I do believe that the beauty event is still going on. And I think it's if you spend 300 pounds, bag of samples that's worth 340 pounds. It is a great bag. So at the end of the video, we're going to kind of talk about that. I'll show you it. But I cannot wait another second to seriously start playing with this makeup. I am excited. I have been wanting to try this makeup for the longest time. It is not available in the United States. I have looked. Believe me, I have looked, but it is not. I know that they have it at Harrods. Harrods had a sale and they had this amazing gift with purchase that I couldn't pass up. So I went ahead and paid the shipping cost. It's not cheap. I don't know how much it was. It's so many pounds. So it's just like a one-time fee no matter what you buy. So I went ahead, I paid it, and I got my Dolce Gabbana, and I'm so excited, and we are going to put it on the face. So I got a couple bronzers, I got a couple like highlighting blush duos, I got some eyeshadow, I got some mascara. So we're gonna just kind of play with it all and see what kind of look I can create and see, was it worth the shipping from Harrods to get. So let's dive in and see what we got. I'm gonna scoot in a little bit closer, so part of my head may get chopped off, apologize, but I wanna be able to show you guys a closer view of the cheeks and the eyes while we apply some of this beautiful makeup. So to start with, I do have on some makeup. I have foundation, I have primer, foundation, concealer, and powder, eye primer, but no bronzer, no highlight, no blush, eyeshadow, any of that. I do also have lipstick on. So the stuff that I'm missing from my face is the stuff that we are going to apply. And I want to just take a moment to look at this packaging. It is stunning. So these are the Solar Glow Illuminating Powder Duo. I got 2 of these. One of them is in a bronze shade and the other is like a blush highlighter shade. So we're going to open both of these up and look at them. The first one that is here, this is shade number 4, Bronze Feeling. So this kind of looks like an illuminating bronzer. And the second one is more of a blush highlighter and it is called Peach Blossom. I mean, these are gorgeous. The packaging is, I think, my favorite packaging of any makeup brand I've ever had. It is gorgeous. So those are the 2 illuminating powder duos that I got. I also picked up 2 eyeshadows. It does come with a plastic cover, so I'm going to remove that. This is shade number 3, Smoky Taupe, and these are an intense eyeshadow quad. So these have a 36-month shelf life. They're made in Italy. And I just thought they looked so pretty. Oh, and look at this packaging. It's like so pretty. So that was Smoky Taupe. The second shade that I got is Sweet Cocoa. It's a very similar color story, but maybe just a little bit darker and more intense. So again, this is Sweet Cocoa. And again, same 36-month shelf life and made in Italy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply each one to the eye. We'll create an eye look with each palette and see what we have. The next thing I got is a blush. Look how beautiful this is. This is called Blush of Roses Luminous Cheek Color in shade 400 Peach. This has a 24-month shelf life and is made in Italy. And then there it is. So it's a very light blush shade, and I'm very curious to see how it shows up on the skin. I have not swatched any of this. I haven't touched it. I haven't done anything. I have been waiting very patiently to do all of it with you guys. The last thing that I picked up was a bronzer. So this is the Solar Glow Ultra Light Bronzing Powder, shade number 4, Desert. This has a 24-month shelf life and is made in Italy. I just think that the embossing and the design in each of these products is gorgeous. And the packaging on all of this is so pretty. I love it. Love it. My first impression, packaging is top notch. Everything came in these black felt bags, which I do really like. These are great for traveling. I don't throw these away. I keep these. I know some people throw them away, but if I travel, I always put my compacts in these bags just to help keep them a little bit safer. The last thing I picked up was a new mascara. So we're going to give this a try, but I just wanted to show you the packaging. It's so pretty. So we are going to go ahead and start with some bronzer. And I'm going to start with the one that's just a straight bronzer. I'm going to take my Chikuhodo F01 and see. Okay, so it applies really nice. You can already see the shade. There were a couple different shades of the bronzer. I wasn't sure which shade to get. It's like one of those things. It's like foundation. I never know which shade to get. There was a light fragrance, not overpowering fragrant like the La Prairie or the La Mer, but there was a fragrance. I will just swatch it real quickly up against, I just happen to have the Dior sitting here next to me. It's very creamy, it's very smooth, silky. It has a really nice feeling. And this is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze in shade Golden Bronze. So I even think that the Dolce & Gabbana, which is right here, has a little bit of a shimmer to it, especially compared to the Dior. And if you look at them, the Dior does look slightly darker, but then when you swatch them, they really look pretty similar swatched. That is the bronzer. I really, really like it. And again, that's what it looks like swatched. Now here is the Illuminating Power Duo, and this is the shade Bronzing Feeling. I'm just gonna swatch that next to it. So this is definitely warmer. So maybe like then it's like a highlight and a bronzer. But I think if I went in with that highlight, oh yeah, it's darker. I really was able to add quite a bit of color there. Wasn't really trying to. I'm just gonna bronze up these cheeks. Alright, so this is actually a lot darker than I thought, but I think that this will be really beautiful. I think I'll try and use this very soon in a video. I'll probably combine, if I'm honest, I'll combine those two shades to get like a really nice bronze look. But so far, I am loving the way my cheeks look. I really, really like it. Next up, we've got the blushes. So here is the Illuminating Powder Duo. The Illuminating Powder Duo in shade Peach Blossom. And then we've got the blush in Peach. So I wonder how close those blush shades are. Did I seriously buy the same shade? That would be my luck, is I bought the exact same shade. So this is the blush by itself. And now I'm going to swatch the blush duo. That looks pretty similar. The blush in the palette looks a little bit brighter. So I think we're going to use that on one side and we'll use this on the other side. So I just wiped off my brush, my Chikuhodo. This is the KZ number 4. I'm just going to swirl this around. Look at that pickup. I love it. And I'm going to use a different brush to blend. Because look how much blush there still is. And I don't want... Okay, so that's really pretty. Now I'm going to go in with just the blush. I will use a Chikuhodo Z8, and this is their cheek brush, and again, you get a lot of pickup. So I do, just on first impression, I do think these are different shades. So this is the side with just the blush, and this is the blush plus the highlighting duo. This one just goes on a lot stronger, a lot more vibrant than this. This one feels a little bit more natural, just like a natural flush of the cheek. It's so pretty. So I am loving that. Absolutely loving it. Yeah. So now we're going to go in with some of these eye products. So I'm going to start, this is Smoky Taupe. And I'm going to use this on the right eye. Oh, these shades are super creamy. So there's the like light shade, and I mean it is so silky. And then this shade next to it. Wow, they're so soft. That's that shade right there. And then last we're gonna go in, almost looks like a matte. I mean, the mattes are so creamy. So you can't even see that top matte. It's just like literally the color of my skin. And then we've got the two, almost looks like shimmers. And then this bottom matte. So that's what we're playing with. And again, this is shade Smoky Taupe. I'm gonna take a Sonia G Blender Pro. I'm gonna go into this light taupe shade. And we're gonna put that in the crease. With that matte, really light shade. And put that on the lower lid up into the crease. to take this dark shimmer shade and place it in the corner. I guess these really aren't shimmers because there's not a lot of shimmer in here, so I don't know why I'm calling it a shimmer. I'm going to take that same mini booster and go into this dark matte shade and just kind of tap that in. There is some fallout from these shadows, which I was not expecting at all. I really didn't think that there would be any. I'm going to go back in with that Smoky Blender Pro and go into that first taupe shade that I used and place that in the crease. And then I think we're going to be done. I feel like with these palettes, you need a highlight shade. And there isn't one. Because this shade right here is a matte and it's not, and I like a little bit of a shimmer highlight in my eye look. But we will line my eyes and then we're going to test out that mascara. So, all right, I do think I need to go back in and give a little bit more definition. So I'm still going to take that deepest matte shade and just go out in the outer corner. All right, so I think if I were to use this quad for like an everyday look, I would definitely have to add in another quad or another shade or something to go with it to add, that keeps falling, to give me a little bit of shimmer. Just feel like that's what the eye is missing right now. But now we're gonna go into this mascara, which is so, the packaging is so pretty. Ooh, look at that wand. It's interesting. So I like to use an eye primer, an eyelash primer, before I go in with my mascara. But because this is the first time I'm using this mascara, I wanted to see how it holds up on its own. I like the wand, it's very different. So this mascara is called Intense Volume Mascara. It is actually made in Canada. That's about all it says. I liked it. I like the way it turned out. Again, I still think that that eye is missing like a pop, that shimmer pop. I wanted to use the eyeshadow as it was just to kind of see what kind of look I could create. So now we're going to go on to the second eye, and this is the other quad, and it's called Sweet Cocoa. And again, this one's a little bit darker, so this is definitely going to give me more of a smoky look. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to wipe off my brush, and I'm going to use the Smoky Blender Pro. I'm actually going to go into that lightest shade, like right off the bat, and just kind of place that all over the lid. The crease and the lid is kind of a base. So it almost looks like a brown. I probably should swatch this for you. This one definitely leans more brown, and the other one leans more gray. This quad is just so much darker than I think I expected. So I'm going to take this shade right here and put it in the crease. This is the Smoky Builder 3. I went in really light because I wasn't sure what kind of pickup I was going to get, but I might have went in too light. I'm going to go in with a rougher number 12, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. So look at that pickup. And I'm just going to place it in the outer corner. And last, I'm going to go into this last shade, which is like a dark brown. And I will swatch these for you. But I'm just going to place that in the center. You can't really, once it's on the eye, I can't really tell a difference between those two shades. I don't know. So I'm going to go back in with the Sonia G Blender Pro. I'm going to go back into that light shade and just use it to kind of buff and blend these shades. I think it's hard. I mean, these shades are very similar to kind of get a lot of definition on this eye. There it is. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. All right, so I'm going to use this blank part of my arm to swatch these shades. Here is the lightest shade. And I don't know. It was very hard to pick up any color. And then the shade next to it. This shade's really creamy. And that's just like a matte brown. Now we're going to go into this darker taupe shade. And this shade's not as creamy. And you can see just how much more sheer that shade is in this shade. And this brown shade was very creamy. This one was not. And then the last shade is right there. It's another dark brown. This one's also very creamy. So those browns were really creamy. All right, so that is Sweet Cocoa. It's definitely a different quad than I have in my collection. Again, I think I need more colors. I still need that shimmer, that pop, something. I don't know. So let's line the eyes. It's hard to tell what your eye looks like when there's no eyeliner or mascara. So I will align my eyes with the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen, and then we'll be back to put on mascara and see if we can complete this look. All right, so let's try this mascara on the other eye and see what we can come up with. All right, so we are done. This is the finished look using the new Dolce & Gabbana products. I have to say the standout is definitely the complexion products, the bronzer, the blush, the illuminating powder duos. Those are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love them. I would run out and purchase more, different shades, whatnot. I really, really like those. The eyeshadows, they're not my favorite. They're not. There are other eyeshadows that I like more. There are other eyeshadows that I think that apply easier. Quads that have better shade selection. They're not my favorite. I think that the finished eye look is very pretty. Like, I'm looking at it right now and I don't see anything horribly wrong with it. Like, I would wear both of these looks out the door. But they are not my favorite. They are not. I want so badly to reach for a highlighting shimmer and just brighten up that inner portion of my eye. It's killing. I mean, it is driving me crazy that I can't do that. That said, I do think that they are nice, but they are not my favorite. I'm not going to run out to Harrods and purchase more eyeshadows. I just won't. I will continue to use these. However, I will mix them in with existing quads or single shadows that I already own. Just saying. The mascara is really nice. I do really like the mascara, so that I would recommend. They have several other products. They've got foundations. They have, I want to say they had concealers. They have lipsticks. You know, they have everything. I just wanted to kind of pick a few items that I wanted to try and see if I even like the brand before I get anything else. So eventually I will get more. I'm not sure when. Maybe sooner than later, because if I do end up making another purchase from Harrods, I do want to do it while the beauty sale is still happening. The sale part is over. However, the gift with purchase is still ongoing. So let's talk about what I got. And it's crazy. We won't go through it all because that in itself would be another 20-minute video. But this is the bag, and I first wanted to show you the bag because I love it. It's huge. Like, it takes up almost from my elbow to the middle of my hand. It is a huge tote. Nice big opening, and it comes with this like little a little separate folder. I don't know what you call those things. There is a little pamphlet in here that talks about everything that you got, and we're just going to go through some of it. Like I said, the value of this gift is, I believe, 340 pounds, which is about the equivalent to $500. The value of this. That is a huge gift, but you are getting like really nice stuff. You have 3 treatments of the Dr. Dennis Goss Alpha Beta Peeling Extra Strength Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel, and there are three uses in here. I was trying to think of the right word. So then there's a Guerlain the Cream. So I'm assuming this is like a moisturizer, which I've never tried Guerlain skincare. You have a sample of the Augustus Bader Body Cream. Like, this is a really nice gift with purchase. I definitely recommend it. I will leave the link for the Harrods the Harrods beauty event down below in my description box if you guys want to check it out. I don't know how long this free gift is going to last, so if you are interested, I would not wait much longer. I would go ahead and get it. Again, Harrods, you do have to pay a shipping fee. However, they do have some products that you can't get anywhere else. So that's really, really exciting. If you are interested in the new Clé de Peau foundation, it is there. The Givenchy new like powder blushes that are similar in like the packaging and stuff is similar to their Prisma Libre powder. The new powder blushes are there, and I'm very, very interested in those. Those remind me of the Guerlain Meteorites edition ones in the spring, like the bright red, rosy, blushy ones that no one could get their hands on. These kind of remind me of that. I haven't seen any videos on these blushes, so I don't know how similar they are to the Guerlain Meteorites, but that's what they remind me of. And that is really why I want to get them, because it's like a powder formula in a blush. So they have that at Harrods. They have Dolce & Gabbana at Harrods. So there is some benefit to ordering from Harrods. You're getting stuff that you can't get anywhere else. So it's definitely worth checking out. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I got in basically at the same time my Dolce & Gabbana order as well as my Christian Louboutin order. And when I asked on Facebook, or when I asked on Instagram what you guys wanted to see first, the overwhelming response was the Dolce & Gabbana. So that is why we are getting this video up. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but life happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm really, really enjoying these products, and I definitely want to check out some more. So I would be curious if you guys have ever tried Dolce & Gabbana. I know that it is no longer sold anywhere in the US, so it might be a little bit harder to get your hands on. I do think it is worth it though. I really, really do. So I would love to hear from you guys what you liked the most, what you want to see more of. I will definitely be playing with these more over on Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you should definitely follow me over there, because I do daily talk about what I'm wearing and the makeup that I'm using that day. So definitely follow me over there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video.